Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Garcia from Fireside Yankees. Sorry for the later video today. I'm going to school. I'm going to probably pre-record and then edit overnight to upload in the next morning. But Yankees played a really poor series in Los Angeles, just turning to Garrett Cole today, and I wanted to talk a little bit about just where we stand right now. Where's my faith in the division? Should the Yankees be gunning for the wild card? All that stuff. If you guys like what I do, remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. I upload nearly daily. I try to get at least 5 or 6 uploads in a week. And so you get a bunch of Yankee content here. You'll get a lot. You'll get updates. You'll get series previews. You get some stats talk. You get all that stuff right here. And remember to follow the Fireside Yankees Twitter because they have a bunch of awesome articles from the guys at Empire Sports Media, alongside some other great tweets. So again, follow the Fireside Yankees Twitter, subscribe to the channel, like, do what you got to do. And without further ado, let's talk about the Yankees division hopes and just their wild card hopes, all that stuff. Let's get into it. So as of today, the Yankees hold the top wild card spot by 2 games. Yes, 2 games. I think 3 in the loss column again over Boston, Oakland. While they nurse a 3-game lead in the loss column, they are behind 8 games in the division. And with 30 games left, they've effectively eliminated themselves from divisional contention. You can say, well, they can come up, they can come back, they can try to cut down some games, but realistically, with the way Tampa is playing, if you're going to outplay them by 8 games, that's just a very difficult thing to do. And I just don't think that's going to happen. So if I give you a percentage chance for the Yankees to win the division, I'm going to give you around a 4 to 5% chance that happens. So if you were to play a simulation of these next 30 games, in about 95 to 96 of them, I would say the Yankees end up losing the division and the Rays end up taking the division. And in terms of my confidence in them getting a playoff spot, for the home wildcard game, I think there is a 70% chance that it happens. For a road wildcard game, I think it's an 80% chance. Realistically, if the Yankees lose their top wildcard spot, that means that Boston may have overtaken them and Oakland may have overtaken them because both teams are right around the same level in win-loss record. The Yankees haven't done themselves any favors by losing 4 straight and Oakland not skipping a beat. The Yankees lost 2 to Oakland and then Oakland, I believe, won yesterday. So the Yankees are going to need to bounce back today with Garrett Cole on the mound and then go back home. You get some games against Baltimore. Try to win those games. Just keep yourself in the top wildcard spot because you're going to have to rely on Garrett Cole to win a playoff game. And that one playoff game is going to be the most important game of the season. Um, in my eyes, I am confident in playing an American League team in the wild card game, but my confidence can only be so high because it is a one-game playoff. One-game playoffs lead to high levels of variance. If you just took one game out of each playoff series ever, you would, unless it's a sweep, you would have a situation in which a team that loses a series 4-1, if you just made it a wild card and you ran it through a simulation, in 20 of those wild card games out of 100, the team would have won that wild card game and knocked off a team they were clearly worse than. So the Yankees can get knocked out by a team that you may feel is worse than them. You may think that Oakland is just inherently a worse team than the Yankees, but all it takes is Sean Manaea shoving and one bad pitch and with runners on to really ruin everything. Kluber and Town were cruising through the first 3 innings and completely imploded after. Baseball is a game that is a 9 inning game, and really it needs time to marinate. It needs, like Michael Kay says, baseball and this sport is just, it's a stew. You have to let it simmer. You can't just microwave it. And the wild card game is basically saying, let's microwave it. And usually you end up with a lot more muddy results. Now, after that, you're most likely going to be playing Tampa because Tampa very clearly is the best team in the American League, and they have the best record in the American League, and I don't think it's particularly close. And so you'll most likely have to go against Tampa, just like last year. And if just like last year you lose to Tampa, big changes are going to have to be made. That would be a different video for a different time. But hopefully in this timeline, the Yankees win their wild card game. The Yankees go beat Tampa, and they at least get to the American League Championship Series, hopefully the World Series. If the Yankees lose in the World Series to the Dodgers, will I be mad? Yeah. Will I say that the Yankees fell short of expectations? No, because the Dodgers were expected to be the World Series favorites, and the Yankees were expected to be the American League favorites. So that's just where I am with this team right now. I'm confident they get to the playoffs. I'm confident they can win a wild card game. I'm confident they can beat Tampa in a 5-game series. I'm confident they can beat any American League team in any series. But what I'm not confident in is this team's ability to win the division. They've simply buried themselves a hole too deep. They played too terribly to start the season. and they had too many guys, just not hit well. They had a lot of too many inconsistencies, and when you're so inconsistent, you can't really do much. But with that being said, that'll wrap up today's video. I hope I, could keep it realistic because I don't think it's nightmare situation. Yankees suck. Yankees are terrible. Yankees are awful. Yankees are this. Yankees are that. But I also don't think it's Yankees are the best team in the American League. Yankees are going to win the division. Yankees are going to win the World Series. I think it's more the answer is usually always the in between two extremes. And it's more towards the Yankees are good team or a good team that are just buried themselves in the beginning of the division of the season and really can't win a division. And right now would not be the favorites against Tampa, and understandably so. So with that being said, again, that'll wrap up today's video. I love you guys very dearly. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ryan, out.